with the slope-intercept form. That is y equals m multiplied by x plus b. Now we have the formula, we need to apply it to our graph. Our graph consists in 2 points. Well, this 0, 1, and this one will be 2 and 2. Okay? So now we have to use this graph for making this formula. We know that m equals y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. Now that we have the 4 points that are required, we can change this formula with these points. We can say m equals, we're going to take this one as the y2. So we're going to say 2 minus 1 divided by x2 will be 2 as well, and 0. So m will be equal to 1 divided by 2, 1/2. So now we know this, we can make as well the substitution in this formula. We can take any of those values that are in the graph of y and x, and we can take this one, for example. We know that y equals 1. We know that m equals 1/2, and we know that x here equals 0. So we are going to find b by performing this operation. So here the half is multiplied by 0. So we know that the result of this will be 0. And so this will be b equals 1. Now we have all those points, we can already make the formula well constructed. So we can know y equals 1/2 x plus 1.
And this would be the slope-intercept form. Y equals 1/2 x plus 1.
So now we need to get the general formula. So we start from this formula, and the general formula is mx plus y plus b equals 0. So if we apply this to this, we get 1/2 x minus y plus 1 equals 0. So this is the general form.
Hello guys! As my partners explained the general and the slope of the graphic, now we're going to explain the symmetric form.
Okay, so in order to get the symmetric form is really easy. We just need to pass this y to the other side, and we get 1/2 of x minus y plus 1 equals 0. This isn't the symmetric form. This is known as the general form. And in order to get the symmetric form, as you know, we need to let the x and the y alone. So we have 1/2 of x minus 1 equals minus 1. And well, this isn't symmetric form yet, because this one needs to be alone. So we just need to pass this sign to the other side, and we get this. And this is now the symmetric form.
Okay? Now, that's it guys. Alex, and I'm going to explain what happens if the value of the y is not 1 and the value of a it's not a fraction, okay? Okay, we have 2, 0, 0, 6, okay? Now, this is the value of a, and this is the value of b. So as we know, the formula is x over a plus y over b equals 1. So if we have the value of, already have the value of a, this will be like the x over 2 plus y over 6 equals 1. So this is our result. This is the symmetric form in a different case.
Okay, so now we know how to perform these formulas. It is very important to know how to graph them in this plane. So first of all, we are going to use the slope-intercept form of the given formula. First of all, we can know that the y-intercept will be equal to minus 2 because it is the independent term. So it will be 0 for x and minus 2 for y. And this will be our first point of this graph. Now we can know the x-intercept if there's an x-integer intercept. So we are going to do the mathematical operations that are necessary for it, and we will know.
So we are going to transform the value of y to 0, and then we are going to find the value for x.
Now we know the x-intercept, we need to graph it. So we know that the x-intercept will be equal to 2/3 and 0 for y, as always. So now we know that this x-intercept is not equal to an integer number. So therefore it is not useful for us. First of all, we need to use the slope in order to determine the other points. We know that the slope is equal to 3 divided by 1, or just 3. So we are going to go up 1, 2, 3, and 1 in the x-axis. 1. So the other point will be equal to 1 for x and 1 for y. And now we know 3 points of this graph. We can just graph the other points and the result will be this one.
So we need to use slope for determining the other points.